Hello all, myself Ms.Mithra.B, Assistant Professor at BCom DM and DM Department at Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. Today we are going to see about effect of poverty in Indian economy. What are the effect of poverty? One of the most immediate and effect of poverty is poor health outcome. People living in poverty often lack access to quality healthcare, nutritious food, clean water, and proper sanitation, which can lead to diseases and a higher mortality rate. Illness like tuberculosis, malaria, and typhoid are more common in particular areas. Additionally, poverty or shortened life expectancy, as those in poor communities often dies earlier due to preventional and treatable condition that due to financial constraints. Limited access to education. Poverty significantly impact education by limiting access to schooling and educational resources, which means families living in poverty may not be able to afford school fees, uniform, or learning material for their children. In some cases, children from poor families are forced to work to support their household, leaving little to no time for education. The lack of education that makes cycle of poverty, or as individuals who are unable to attend school or less likely to unsecure job, further trapping future generation in poverty. Then homelessness and unstable housing. Poverty often leads to homelessness and unstable housing condition, which means as an individual or a family struggles to afford rent or mortgage. In urban areas, homelessness is the visible consequence of poverty, with people living on the street or in temporary shelter. Even those who are not homeless may live in substandard housing, which may lack basic problems like clean water, heating, or electricity. Housing insecurity not only exposes individuals to the element but also increases to crime, health risk, and mental health issues. Psychological stress and mental health issues. Living in poverty is a constant source of stress and anxiety, which takes a toll on mental health. People in poverty often experience feeling of hopelessness, depression, and anxiety due to financial instability, social inclusion, and struggles to meet their basic needs. The ongoing stress of poverty can lead to severe mental health problems, including substance abuse, suicide thoughts, and other psychological disaster. The next thing is social exclusion and marginalization. Poverty often leads to social exclusion, where individuals are marginalized and cut off from participating in mainstream economic, political, and social activities. People in poverty may lack access to social service like healthcare and education, and may be excluded from decision-making processes that affects their communities. Social exclusiveness fosters feeling of isolation and inequality, as the poor are often treated as outsiders or second-class citizens. This marginalization limits opportunities for social mobility, further people in the cycle of poverty. The next thing is child labor and exploitation. Child from poor families often forced into labor to help support their household, which can have long-term effect on their development and well-being. Child labor disappears children of their education and exposure them to dangerous working conditions, exploitation, and abuse. In extreme cases, poverty can lead to trafficking the children into forced labor or labor works. This is known as child labor and exploitation. In this video, we saw about effect of population, limited access to education, homelessness and unstable housing, psychological stress and mental health issues, social exclusion and marginalization, child labor and exploitation in this video. Thank you.